Buy or sell is back, the final one of the 2020 MLB season. I mean, I'll probably do some for the postseason, but right now, for the season that's currently going on, the regular season, this will be the last one. Buy or sell, you know the drill. On Twitter, at GiraffeNeckMarc, links in the description. Drop me a follow, I'm almost at 41,000. I ask you a question, I say, hey, final hot take video of the 2021 MLB season. Reply to this tweet with your hottest takes for a chance to be featured in the next buy or sell video. Of course, I'm gonna go through the comments, go through the replies, pick out some to answer, and tell you if I buy or sell this take. If you guys enjoy the buy or sell series like you have been recently, make sure to keep smashing the like button. 3,000 likes shows me you want to see more episodes of this kind of content. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I'm dropping here on GiraffeNeckMarc. Get in the comment section down below, ask me some questions for the postseason buy or sell. I swear I will use the YouTube comment section. And follow me on all my social media, GiraffeNeckMarc, links in the description. And I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a browser extension and a mobile app that directly integrates with your YouTube channel and helps you run your channel with ease through optimization, which then leads into faster growth. I mean, this is something I use every single day. It's the most useful tool that I can recommend to anybody out there trying to become a YouTuber. When I was just getting started on YouTube, I had to make sure that I was maximizing my search potential. I needed to be able to be seen by more people who were looking for certain kinds of videos. TubeBuddy helped me rank higher in searches so that more people could find my videos. It might have even helped you find a video of mine. But one thing TubeBuddy does that has helped me out leaps and bounds, TubeBuddy's A/B testing tool. It helps me decide what thumbnail to use in order to get more views. You can't get views if people don't click. Thumbnail is arguably the most important thing on YouTube, and TubeBuddy has a tool that helps you decide which thumbnail is the one for you to choose. So click the link in the description right now and start earning more views with TubeBuddy. Use code MarkBuddy20 for 20% off. Again, link in the description, use code MarkBuddy20 for 20% off. Thank you to TubeBuddy for sponsoring this video and also helping me in my YouTube journey. So let's go ahead and take a look. There is 500 plus replies. This feels like the most replied tweet that I've had in a very long time. Drewski, thumbs down at Drewski the Yosh. The Milwaukee Brewers are built to win October ball games and are my favorite to win the NL and the World Series. Last one depends on opponent. Buy. I buy this take 100%. I do think the Brewers are built for the postseason. Their offense has been good enough. They don't necessarily have one of the best offenses in the league. You're getting production out of Luis Urias. You're getting production out of Willy Adames. Christian Yelich is still good. I know he's not playing well, but I have faith in him. Obviously, Garcia has been sick. I mean, they have got guys around the field. Omar Narvaez even. Colton Wong's been good. They can hit enough, and that pitching's loaded. The three-headed monster of Woodruff, Burns, Peralta, along with Adrian Hauser's been great. Eric Lauer's been great. They get awesome starting pitching, and then the bullpen, Josh Hader, Devin Williams, Brent Suter. I mean, the list goes on and on. This team's loaded. They are built for the postseason, and I do think they have a real good shot at winning the World Series. They're tough to beat. Hudson at HMeyer_21 says the Dodgers will finish second in the NL West and lose the wild card game. This take is actually not that crazy. I could buy this one 100%. They shouldn't lose the wild card game. They shouldn't. They are better than the Cardinals, but boy, the Cardinals are just so incredibly hot and so on a tear right now. I don't know who's going to beat them. They just aren't losing. They're beating the Brewers. They're beating everybody. They're going into the playoffs hot, and this feels like just something that the Cardinals are going to do. They're going to walk in as the second wild card team. Adam Wainwright's going to throw a complete game shutout against Max Scherzer and the Dodgers or Walker Buehler, whoever it's going to be. It's not fair. I don't think this is what should happen, but I can completely buy this scenario 100%, that the Dodgers lose to the wild card team and finish second in the NL West. Hashtag CureHD at Eric. Kyle Tucker is the best outfielder in MLB this year. So we're going to know that I'm going to say false there. I'm going to say sell. He has been very good though. Kyle Tucker is having a phenomenal season. Like this year in 130 games, he's got 27 homers, 36 doubles, 87 RBIs, 295, 356, 555, 910. Really, really good. But Bryce Harper's having a better season. Maybe even Cedric Mullins is having a better season. There's definitely some outfielders out there doing better, but Kyle Tucker for sure has turned into one of the premier outfielders in Major League Baseball. He's just not the best right now, but at age 24, the sky is the limit for this dude. Really, really good player. Like, awesome job. He's finally turning into that player the Astros thought they had. He's sick. So sell the take, but I do like Kyle Tucker as a player, and he is very good. Tarek Scuball is elite at It's EVXL. AJ Hinch, manager of the year, please and thank you. As much as I love the Tigers bandwagon, I'm all on it. AJ Hinch is going to win a manager of the year at some point in Detroit. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think right now it's probably just going to go to one of the top guys in baseball, and if it's not going to go to one of those teams like maybe the Blue Jays or the Red Sox, for the Red Sox turning around with Alex Cora, it's probably going to be Scott Service out in Seattle. So I don't think it's going to be AJ Hinch this year. I do think that there's better stories, but AJ Hinch will win one soon, just not this year. I sell the take. Quality tweets by Tyler at Tyler Shafir. If the Jays make the playoffs, Vladdy deserves the MVP over Ohtani. Oh man, this is tough. This is really tough. The reason I'm going to say sell is that I don't think Vlad Jr. deserves it over Ohtani. I think at the absolute like best case scenario for Blue Jays fans is you get a co-MVP. I think it's almost unlikely that Ohtani doesn't get the MVP and some facet of the award, whether it be by himself or through co-MVP. That being said, I do think Vlad Jr. deserves some sort of recognition. He has carried this team offensively. Even though this team is loaded offensively, he's been unbelievable. Him, Marcus Semien, I mean, the list goes on and on. Everybody on that team rakes. But Vlad Jr. might be having a triple crown season. This is one of the best offensive seasons that he's probably going to ever have in his career. It is hard to repeat what he's done this year. He's been so insanely good. And for that reason, I think he needs some sort of accolade, some sort of recognition, which is why if they make the playoffs, I'm cool with co-MVP. But solely being the MVP, I just don't think that's going to happen. I sell it. Ohtani needs to also be the MVP of something this year because he's literally doing something the sport's never seen. He's incredible. All right, here's one about my New York Mets. You know, I had to sprinkle one in there. King Javy at Javy Baez _Curry says Javy Baez goes back to the Cubs this winter. I sell this. I don't think he goes back to the Cubs at all. I really truly would be shocked. I just don't see the Cubs spending money on Javy Baez right now. I don't think that they would have gone like this big full rebuild mode to then just bring him back. It seems weird to me. I'm super cautious. The Ricketts are playing poor, and I don't think they're bluffing. Could Javy Baez go back to Chicago? 100%, but I don't think he's going to. I think the Mets are going to be super involved in him. I think other teams are. If this Javy Baez where he's walking at like a 7 to 10% rate exists and he's cutting down on chasing pitches, he can be that superstar elite player. We've seen what he's done with the Mets in the second half, and that's because he's been a lot more patient at the plate. If he's able to make that transition into a more complete player, he's going to be sick, he's going to get paid, and somebody's going to want him. I just don't think it's the Cubs, and I think he's going to have other teams coming after him who will have a better chance of winning and probably be able to pay him the same. So I just think it's unlikely. Would be cool for Cubs fans. Don't think it's going to happen though. All right, let's give a little shout out to my podcast co-host, James Shiano. Jeter had no range. The Rays have the best playoff rotation in the AL. This one's tough because I think there's a way where you could say they're the best. They're probably one of the hotter ones coming into the league right now. I mean, adding Shane Baz to that rotation is dangerous. It's scary good. Like, you've got Shane Baz, who looks legit. You've got Luis Patino, who has some really good stuff. Shane McClanahan's really good. Shane McClanahan's extremely underrated, having a fantastic year. And then you could have like Waka and Yarbrough kind of piggyback off those guys. Maybe even spot start Colin McHugh. I don't know if they're better than the Astros or the White Sox or maybe even the Blue Jays. This is a top rotation for sure. This is a top pitching staff more so. I'm not going to say they have the best pitching rotation in the AL though right now, so I'm going to sell this one. But there's a world where they would surprise some people. Ooh, I like this one. Tatis Burner at Diaries Bolt. Bruce Bochy comes back in the offseason and coaches the Padres. I really like the sound of this one right here. I want to buy it. I mean, maybe I haven't done enough research on Bruce Bochy. Does he even want to still coach? Because if he does, this feels like a match made in heaven. Of course, he kind of started in San Diego. That's really where I feel like a lot of people start to know his name was from the Padres. Has connections there for sure. This Padres team is probably going to fire Jace Tingler at the end of the season, especially if they don't make the playoffs, which it looks like they're not. I could totally see this happening. I'm going to buy this. Bruce Bochy back to the Padres. Is it the right move? I'm not sure. But can I see it happening? Oh, 1000%. Sweatier Bug 3887 at Ryan Mole 85193160. My goodness, these Twitter names. Aaron Boone gets fired after this season. If they don't make the playoffs, yeah, 100%. I'm going to buy this. I think Aaron Boone does get fired. I don't think the Yankees are going to make the playoffs right now. I think the Blue Jays are going to get too hot. The Yankees schedule also down the stretch is really tough. If they can come out of it on top, scary team. Don't want to play them by any means, and grabbing a guy like Severino, even in the bullpen role, is a huge addition for them. But it looks like there's a chance they don't make the playoffs, and right now, if I'm a betting man, I think the Blue Jays get in over them. If they miss it, Aaron Boone's fired, and because I think they're going to miss it, I buy this take. Aaron Boone gets fired at the end of the season. Can't miss the playoffs with that team. Jake Johnson at Golden_Greek21. Let's go Greece. I'm a Greek myself. The Braves have the most underappreciated lineup in baseball. Hard sell. And here's why. I think without a doubt, the two most underappreciated lineups in all of baseball are the Tampa Bay Rays and the San Francisco Giants. And even so, I might even say the Astros, because I feel like people just don't talk about how good that Astros lineup is enough. The Braves is really sick, and I do think that it is underappreciated, but I don't think it's the most underappreciated in baseball, and that's what your take was. The Rays have scored the most runs in baseball, and you probably can't name most of the guys at every single position on that team. You know Randy Arozarena, maybe Austin Meadows, Wander Franco, Brandon Lau. I got a feeling you don't know who's playing every day at first base necessarily for the Rays. So yeah, I think the Rays are probably the most underappreciated, and then if not the Giants, because again, same thing, like two platoon teams, but they're both sick. They both score a lot of runs. Braves would not be my choice, but they are underappreciated because an infield of all guys with 20 or more home runs, that's disgusting. And like Duvall's been really good, and Peterson and Soler, and of course when Acuna's healthy, he's there. Like the Braves have a really nice lineup for sure. Houston Asterix at H Asterix. Blue Jays versus Astros in the ALCS. I buy this. I buy this a lot. Astros are going to be playing the White Sox, and personally, in my head, I like the Astros over the White Sox there. And then the Blue Jays, I think, could definitely win the wild card game over the Red Sox. And then I think they can beat the Rays. I really do. The offense is loaded, and their pitching has been really good. Robbie Ray's been fantastic. Jose Barrios has been really sick. They have gotten some nice performances. Even Steven Matz has looked good down the stretch. Like, there is a world where this Blue Jays team walks through the playoffs, walks through it, because the offense is so sick that even if they just get pretty good pitching, I think they're going to be able to win a lot of games. Now, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to just be that simple, but I like this hot take a lot. Blue Jays versus Astros in the ALCS. That's a pretty electric series to me. I buy this. The AL playoffs, all playoffs this year, are going to be kind of awesome. Coming from my boy, Jolly Olive, YouTuber as well. Check out his channel. Met fan as well. I'm going to give my Met fans, guys, some love here. Aaron Loup was the best reliever in the NL this year. Loup, there it is. I love him. He's been great. He's probably been the best reliever on the Mets, arguably, this year, but I do sell this take. Josh Hader still exists. Nobody's better than him. Doesn't matter. Aaron Loup's been unbelievable. He's probably been one of the most underrated relievers in the baseball this year, and I know I asked for hot takes, and that's what you gave me here, so it's not a shot at his question here, but Aaron Loup is not the best reliever in the NL this year. I can't get behind that. I sell as much as I want to with my Mets bias. All right, let's give the Orioles some love here. Coming from Rushman Season, at Rushman Season, Cedric Mullins receives at least one MVP vote. Bye. He's going to receive something. He's going to get a vote from somebody. He's going to finish probably, is this crazy? Can I say the top 5? I mean, he's having a really, really good year. Maybe not top 5, but definitely top 10. I mean, 29 homers, 36 doubles, 5 triples, and 56 RBIs with 30 stolen bases, hitting 302, 369, 535, and 904 for Cedric Mullins. That's an unbelievable year. It doesn't matter if it's his breakout, his first year, his 10th year, whatever it is. Any way you slice it, that's a sick year. I would be voting for Cedric Mullins to get some votes here 100%. I hope someone does. I hope he gets the recognition he deserves, because he's been arguably one of the best outfielders in baseball this year. By that, he gets some sort of MVP vote for sure. All right, I'm going to do 2 more here. All right, this one comes from Gibble. At Gibble is Bexy45. Okay. Bryce Harper is a top 10 player in 2021. I buy. I would almost sell it because he's probably a top 5 player this season. I mean, what he's doing offensively this year, he's the MVP of the National League. He's been sick. Bryce Harper's really, really good. And I know on Twitter, people like to say I call him overrated. You're just not getting the joke. You're not getting what was happening a few years ago, and I was tweeting about it. But hey, if you look at my rankings and everything, and even my videos talking about Harper, I've been saying recently, this guy's probably so good that he's underrated. On the season, 33 homers, 39 doubles, 80 RBIs, hitting 314 with a 431 on base, 621 slugging, 1051 OPS, best in baseball. He's a top 5 player in the league. He's been having a phenomenal season. So yeah, we buy that he's a top 10 player. And then the last and final one is coming to us from Spaghetti Goblin at Bepzingy68. The Padres should dump Preller this offseason. I'm going to end it with a controversial take, maybe. I buy it. I think if AJ Preller can't make the playoffs, and it looks like he's not going to, it's probably time to move on, and that stinks because he really was going for it. But he has ransacked this minor league system quite a bit. It is a lot weaker than when he got there, and he doesn't really have much to show for it. And I know it's not really his fault, but the pitching just wasn't good enough this year on the starting side. You trade a lot for Blake Snell. You traded some young guys for Blake Snell. A guy like Luis Patino. You trade a lot for Yu Darvish. Joe Musgrove was a great pickup for sure, and he's been your best pitcher this year, but even guys like Haddock haven't been good. Nelson Lamet couldn't get it together. You trade for Clevenger, who wasn't even able to pitch this year. It's tough. The Padres should be better, and they're underperforming. It's got to fall on someone's shoulders, and it's probably going to fall on both AJ Preller and Jace Tingler's. I respect going for it. I love the moxie. That's what I want from my GM. He went for it 100%, but they just couldn't get it done. And especially this trade deadline, when Scherzer was going to go to them and then went to the Dodgers, I mean, they got caught with their pants down. They got embarrassed, and their move was Adam Frazier, who's been terrible. By the way, called that. Just want that to be known. So, yeah, AJ Preller, I'm going to buy that they should dump him this offseason, contingent on them missing the playoffs. And even if they do make the wild card and get knocked out early, I still think there might be a chance that he gets kicked to the curb. It's tough, but I could see them going a different way. So that's buy or sell, the final one of the 2021 MLB season. I'd love to know what you guys think about my takes, as well as drop some of your hot takes in the comment section down below for the next episode, which will take place during the postseason. Drop a like on the video, 3,000 likes, so I know to continue this series, as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Drop me a follow on all my social media, GiraffeNeckMarc, links in the description. That's where I'm wrapping up today's video. You guys know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video. This is my most recent upload. Click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Bye.